Oh, hey guys. So anyhow, yeah, I've been, busy doing all this shit. I mean, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't even know what to do. I'm going crazy in here, man. I'm going fucking crazy. There's just so much to do that sometimes I just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. But then I just sit in here and look at it, and it's like, oh, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, gotta do that, gotta do that. It's like everything, everywhere. But anyway, so I just want to take a break and do a video. And this is a strange thing. And I'm sure that if somebody watched this video, there's a good chance that they might identify. And so I'll just talk about it because it's just weird. It's a weird thing, and of course it does happen. It just seems more frequent lately, and so I guess I'll talk about it. So you know how you have friends, whatever. First off, I wanted to say, I am when I'm friends with somebody, I'm like loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to my friends to a fault. And people take advantage of that. Sometimes even my own friends. But part of friendship is forgiving and being tolerant and patient and because some people they're not conscious of what they do, and I have friends that can be like that. They're not really aware that something that they did or said is kind of like, what, but then I imagine I'm the same. People are flawed, so whatever. But lately, okay, so I've been talking about how busy I am. I can't, the amount of shit that I have to do is just like, wow. It's crazy, right? But I also talk about how it's good. It's good because it keeps me busy, keeps me busy, kind of keeps my mind focused on something. And what I'm doing isn't harmful. There's not, it's productive. I'm building and organizing and, shit like this. So whatever, but it's just a lot, right? It's a lot of shit. And I've got about 3 or 4 irons in the fire. And it's, these are goals that have long-term goals that are starting to happen, so I need to stay focused on them and keep working towards it and shit. And that's what part of this is. But anyway, so back to friends, right? So I have some friends, I'm sure most of us do. And I get these guys, man. And these guys, they're like calling me, right? Of course, I don't have any girlfriends because I don't have any money. So, but my friends that are guys, some of them don't have money either. And the ones that do, like, whatever, I mean, who cares? They don't care whether I have money or not, But for some reason, it seems like women really do. I don't know, it's the mystery, one of the mysteries, That old saying, you can't live with them, you can't live without them. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So my buddies, these fucking guys, I'm like doing all this shit, right? And I'll get a phone call, and it's one of my buddies, and I'm right in the middle of some shit. And so I'm like, okay, well, I better stop what I'm doing and see what's going on. And so then I answer, and I figure, there's got to be some reason. And then they just want to just talk about the weather. And so I'm like, okay. And then they're just going on and on and on and on about the weather. Or it's like just nothing. And sometimes when they're doing that, I imagine them on their cell phone and there's people around them. And so they're trying to look like that they've got some important business. So they call me and then they just talk about nothing. And then they just keep going on and on about nothing. And so I'm listening to them, and I'm sitting in here trying to listen to this shit where they're talking about nothing, and I'm looking around at all this shit I have to do, and then I'm like, yeah, and it's like about nothing. These are my friends, and I'm thinking, like, what is going on? Because it's been happening a lot more lately. But, like, it's just crazy to me. I mean, I got shit is on and cracking all fucking day. I got shit. And they're just talking about the weather, just like, yeah, well, and it's always about them. Yeah, this happened to me, and I was doing this, and I'm just doing this, and I'm just doing stuff, and I'm just sitting here in the shade. It's pretty hot, and I'm like, really, how hot is it? It's like 97. It's like a fucking 117 degrees out here. And so I'm just like, oh, so you're just trying to stay out of the heat because it's 97 degrees, huh? Oh, yeah, yeah, what? Oh, yeah, and and they don't ever ask, like, so what's going on with you? Or what's happening with your project? Nothing. It's just like, yeah, I'm just, whatever, and they are just going on and on and on about nothing, dude. Nothing. And it's been happening like a lot to me. And then, so this channel is called the Storyboard. Because I was trying to use this channel, which I'm still going to, but I've been taking a break, is to storyboard this insane thing that happened to me in October of 2022 involving murder, arson, death threats, BDSM bondage straps, fucking witches, Satanism, satanic cults. Like, this entire massive event happened to me, right? Back in October of 2022. And these same friends of mine, I'm calling them and I'm telling them about it, and they're like, it's like I'm boring them or something, right? I mean, I'm talking about a murder. I'm talking about these fucking, like, this is insane what happened to me. And, and so it's like, okay, you're not interested, friend. I get friendo. Oh, friendo, right? Friendo. I guess you're not interested, are you, friendo? No, it's just my very life is under attack. I mean, they're trying to kill me. And I'm trying to tell my friend, and my friend's just like yawning, like, well, yeah, like what the fuck is wrong? Like, people are just, I don't know what's going on with people in the world, and that's why I'm gradually inching my way further and further away from all these people. Because, and then when they call me, like, you want to talk about boring, dude. It's like, fucking, you're going to go 20 minutes on about the fucking weather and how hot it is, and it's 97 degrees. And 97 degrees is so hot. and you're going to go on and on for like 10, 15 minutes of how you're just escaping the heat because it's so hot and it's, you know. And then these guys, so this shit's going down back in October 2022, and I'm like, people are trying to kill me, and there's and they murdered someone, got away with it. They burnt my shit down. They were putting death threats out on me days before they burnt my shit down. You know, they're part of a witch cult, all kinds of shit. Like, it's totally insane, right? And my friends are just like, oh, you know. And then these same guys, they call me, and then because like they broke down, their van broke down somewhere, and I'm like, really? And then, oh, to them it's a big story, you know, their van broke down, and oh man, and they're gonna go on for like an hour, all their woes about how their van broke down while they were traveling somewhere and shit, and they just think it's super important. And then it's so important that I'm just like on the edge of my seat listening to this story about how they broke down. And I'm thinking, dude, like I just had a bunch of murderers, a cult, a fucking witch cult, a satanic witch cult, fucking murder somebody, try to frame me for the murder, put death threats out on me, and burnt my shit down all in 2 weeks. And then the story never ends. Like, there's always more details surfacing, etc., etc. And these guys are like bored with my story, but then they think that I'm just on the edge of my seat wanting to listen to them go on about how they broke down, you know, driving, you know, across country, and they broke down. It's like, yeah, really? Wow. You know, I just, you know, people I don't understand. I just don't, you know. And you know why? Because there is nothing to understand. See, like I said, when I'm friends with somebody, I am loyal to a fault. And so I have friends that are non-player characters. Total non-player characters. Right? And the thing is so these friends that I have that are non-player characters, they get jealous. Like if I got some crazy shit going on that you could make a movie about and it would be a blockbuster movie, they get jealous because they live non-player character lives. Nothing ever happens in their life. And like their car breaks down and they're like talking about like it's, oh my God, like you need to make a movie about this. My car broke down. You know, it's like, who fucking cares, dude? Oh no, you really need to make, and meanwhile, I will have the most insane shit happen to me. And that's what I'm saying. Non-player characters, they get jealous of people that are not non-player characters. Because people that are not non-player characters are having real life shit going on. And these non-player characters, they can't fucking stand it, you know, because then they have to look at their own life and like, well, how come nothing like that ever happens to me? This guy must be lying, you know. It's like, dude, I couldn't make this shit up if I wanted to, bro. Dude, I want to meet the liar that can make the shit up that I'm talking about with this event thing that I'm you know, I've been trying to storyboard, but I took a break from it because it's just too much. But yeah, and most people, it seems like, I won't say most, I always try not to say most people. So many people are non-player characters that are just, nothing is ever, they never have anything going on, they don't have anything that they're, and I mean, you know, it's like, okay, I guess if that's what you want to do with your life is, you know, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge a person if they just want to live a non-player character life and just whatever, you know. But I'm not, that ain't me, you know. I don't know why. So I always try to be forgiving and understanding and patient and tolerant, because I know I'm hard to handle too. You know, I'm a hard month. Like when all that shit was going down with this fucking satanic cult and everything, bro. I was like, people were like fucking tripping out on me. They're like, oh my God. They're like totally freaking out on me, man. You know, they don't know if I'm lying, but they know I couldn't make that up if I wanted to. And they know I'm not a liar. And they know I'm not a madman. And so they're wondering have I gone mad? What has happened to me? Like, am I lying? Did I just go completely mad and I'm just making up stories and or hallucinating and shit? Did I go completely schizophrenic? And I'm like, bro, have you ever known me to be a fucking liar? No. Have you ever known me to be a fucking madman? Well, you're crazy, but as far as a madman, no. Okay, man, I'm telling you, White Walkers are real. I seen them. They fucking came after me. You know, whatever. But anyways, I don't know. It's just a video. I'm doing a video. I'm just kind of taking a break and trying to shift the focus of my mind. But, so I finished the drawers that go under the bed, and I just repurposed a bunch of old wood, and they're fine. I mean, for the most part, I have to do some touch-ups on them, though, you know. I'm probably going to have to sand some of the wood so that it doesn't get caught on the blanket when I pull it out. Just little shit like that, but the general function is good. And so now I got these fucking 3-foot deep drawers that go under my bed, and they're like 15.5 inches wide and 6 inches deep. So I can put a good amount of shit in there. But anyways, whatever. Did that today. I've been doing like little stuff. Like I've got a lot of little shit that I have to take care of. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I've got all this shit going on. People calling me all the time and they just have nothing to say. And I'm thinking, dude, do you not have anything better to do than to just call me and talk about the fucking weather for fucking 30 minutes? It's 117 degrees here, motherfucker, and you're complaining to me because it's 97 degrees where you're at? For 30 minutes you're telling me this? I mean, unbelievable. And don't even ask what the weather's like here, you know. It doesn't matter that it's 117 degrees where I'm at, because all that matters is that it's 97 degrees where you are, and you're feeling quite uncomfortable with it, and you've been spending a lot of the day just kind of moving around and trying to get away from it because, you know, it's 97 degrees. And I'm just like, dude, get a fucking life, motherfucker. Leave me alone. You know? So anyway. But again, that's just how I feel. Whatever. Yeah. But yes, I have non-player character friends. And I don't know what to make of it. I don't mind. But it does get pretty trying at times. Because, I don't know, they just never seem to have anything going on. They're always bored. And all they want to talk about is the weather. And after a while, I'm just like, bro, I got shit to do. It's 117 degrees here. I don't give a fuck that it's 97 degrees where you're at. So, whatever, you know. Come hang out in my world for a while, you know. Get chased by fucking satanic fucking witch cults and shit. I don't know what to tell you. So anyway. That'll do it for this episode of Another Angry Hobo Channel. I'm your host, The Angry Hobo. Remember, stay tuned, stay informed, stay salty, and monetize.